Hello everyone and welcome to your Money Q&A question of the day. I'm your host Stacy Johnson and this answer is brought to you by MoneyTalksNews.com, serving up the best in personal finance news and advice since 1991. Today's question comes from Teresa. It's here on my clipboard. What does it say? Teresa says, should my husband and I consider purchasing nursing home insurance? We are in our mid-50s, debt-free, and have a retirement plan. First of all, Teresa, congratulations on being debt-free and having a retirement plan. I have thought about nursing home insurance myself, also known as long-term care insurance. I am 62, I'm older than Teresa. I have never purchased it, and I've studied it since it became available years ago. Why haven't I bought it? Well, I have a special situation. My wife is much younger than me, and she's a nurse practitioner. So I might just have my own built-in nursing home insurance, if you know what I mean. Anyway, though, what about for the rest of us? Nursing home insurance is very, very expensive. There are several things you need to know about it. First of all, only 8% of Americans even have it, and that's because it is very expensive. You should also know, though, that Medicare, which will all depend on when we get to be 65 years old, does not cover long-term care. It covers a nursing home for a month, but not if your visit is prolonged. So a lot of people are worried, with good reason, about how they're going to meet those bills if and when they should need a nursing home. If you're going to do this, first of all, there's two categories of people that don't need to do it. One, people who are really rich. They're self-insured. Two, people who are really, really poor. They can use Medicaid. But if you fall in between, and most people do, then what you're going to have to do is do a lot of reading and see if this makes sense for you. Some of the things you need to be paying attention to, though. One, the fine print. Some of these policies have exclusions in them, so you have to be very, very careful. Also, many of them have rising premiums. So even though it's expensive now, it could get way more expensive later. So you have to be really, really careful with this stuff. And you're just going to have to take a guess and see if it's going to work for you. Neither one of my parents needed it. They both died at home, but I have read that up to 20% of people will. So it's something to be concerned about, and it's something you might want to read about, but keep in mind again though, only 8% of Americans have it. So do a lot of reading, see if it makes sense for you, and I hope, Teresa, that answers your question. Unfortunately, there isn't a yes or no to this. It just depends on whether you feel like footing the bill, and whether you, and also, another thing to consider is your family history. Have you had relatives that ended up in a nursing home? So, you've got to weigh this stuff, and not all of it is objective. Some of it is subjective. So do some reading, see if it's right for you. I'm sorry I can't be more specific, but that's all I got for you. Okay, now, we're going to close with our quote of the day, which we always do. Our quote for today is from Ambrose Bierce, and the quote is this: lottery, a tax on people who aren't good at math. I like that one because I hate lotteries. Hope you guys have a super profitable day, and I'll see you right here next time.